another video with Mel. Today I'm doing another contest entry. This one is for Rez's contest. It's just about graphic novels and also comic books. So if you're into that kind of thing, definitely go check out her channel. Links below. So she asked loads of questions. So I'm going to try and answer them the best I can. Try and keep this video quite short. So you have to be a subscriber. You have to be over 18. Got those things covered. Followed her on social media. And okay, so first of all, reasons why I've subscribed to Rez's channel. First of all, there aren't very many like girl comic YouTubers. I kind of came across her because I was looking for other ones. There's just so few of us that kind of really love comics but are female. And it's nice to get a female's perspective on comic books because it is a very male dominated market, and I like to look for new titles to read as well. And although some of the guys' opinions are great on it, I like to have multiple opinions and find things I really like. And you guys know I'm not the best on blood and gore, even though I love The Walking Dead. I like my comics to have a little bit of a happiness to them sometimes, or have some adventure, or just be a little bit different. So I try to find other YouTubers that are reviewing books that I might like as well. So came across Rez's channel because of that, and initially liked it. So she had some different books I'd never heard of before, so I started watching because of that. So yeah. And okay, so the next thing I have to do is name 3 of your favorite artists or illustrators. Now, I'm not very good at this, so we'll try my best here. The first one I have to say is Will Robson, who drew me this at London Comic Con. He's going to be creating the new Great Like Avenger comic starting October for Marvel. Really excited about that. Seen some of his work on Star-Lord as well, so it should be good to see him doing some illustration. Just a really nice guy, so I really have to say him is one of my favorite illustrators or artists, just because he came off as really, really nice. So. Okay, next one I would say, this one I've just kind of discovered. I've noticed I've actually been buying loads of her stuff and not really noticing, and that's Aaron Hicks. Yeah, I just kind of bought this book and then kind of been looking through my other things in my collection and noticing I buy a lot of her stuff and don't really notice. Really like her illustration style. The characters are a bit kooky looking. I quite like that. They're quite stylized, but they still also have some individuality to them, which I really quite like. A lot of black and white drawings. I don't mind black and white. I like color as well, but I don't mind black and white drawings. I'm really quite used to that, actually, because I'm reading lots of The Walking Dead. But I think her illustration style is just really nice. I enjoy that. So, Aaron Hicks, the next one. And then I have to talk about The Walking Dead, guys, because I have to give Charlie Adler some props here, because he is awesome. I've met Charlie Adler. I've been lucky enough to meet him at Comic-Con. I'll see him talk about drawing, but there's some awesome illustrations in here, and I just love the way he draws people. He always makes them look completely different than each other, except for like Rick and Dwight, who kind of look similar sometimes, but they always have these little flaws on their faces as well. They're not perfect people, and I've always liked that about his drawing. But yeah, he's definitely one of my favorite artists, and probably will continue to be till he finishes with The Walking Dead, and even then I might follow him on to the next thing he's doing, because he's really cool. Okay, name 3 of your favorite writers, and she's one comic writer, so I'm trying my best on this one, but, because I love all things. Oh, I've actually got 4 here. I didn't mean to have 4. Whoops. I've got 4. We'll go these ones. We'll go these ones. Okay. Alright, so I have to put Sara Greyle in here because I love her illustrations, I love her writing, and her book is awesome. Our Super Adventure is one of the funnest books I've ever read. You can buy it off her website. It's really hard to get a hold of otherwise, but look how beautiful this little book is. Oh, it's so wonderful. It's just so funny. It's so funny. It's a webcomic as well, so you can pick that up. But I like the way she draws people. It's quite fun. And I love like some of the stuff in her comics. It says, "My internet's been out for hours." Mine too. So what should we do tonight? And it says, "Stop hitting yourself." This is completely like the humor of me and my partner as well. It's just so funny. And lots of cats in it. You gotta love cats. And if you see this postcard that's behind me, that's her pizza cat one as well. So she's got Pizza Witch as well, which is a great book. Oh, and it's like this one here. It says, stroke, stroke, lick, lick. She's petting the cat. It says, Winston's cleaning me. Does he think I'm dirty? Pesto smells like biscuits. She smelled like popcorn earlier. I love smelling pesto. I just love this book. It makes me laugh so hard. It's a great book. Just so much fun this book is. My next one I have to say is Ryan North of Squirrel Girl. I love Ryan North comics. What I love about Squirrel Girl the most is the fact that we have these little like things at the bottom, these little like notes from the author commenting on things that are happening. It's just so fun. He's just so fun in this. It's like, we chose to go to the frickin' moon. We chose to go to the frickin' moon in those suits and do all the other things, not because they're easy, because they're awesome. Also, if we don't, the planet will be eaten, so lots of reasons, really. I just love the fourth wallness of this, and the fact that Squirrel Girl is so well written. It's like she does things that you wouldn't expect superheroes to do, like consult trading cards made by Deadpool, which is just hilarious. And I feel that all the interaction between her and the other people in the comic are actually really genuine, and they actually come off as real people. They act like real people do. I also love, and I know it's a simple little thing, but oh, I don't know if it's in this one because this is the first volume. It might be in here. The Squirrel Girl in a Nutshell things at the beginning, where we kind of review what's happening, but with done in social media format. It's just so fun. I love that so much. And like, if you actually go on Twitter, those accounts do exist and people do post whatever's written in the comic, and it's so fun and so great. So definitely Ryan North. Want to pick up his other books as well. He's got like some ones for Macbeth and Romeo and Juliet, and I want to get those ones as well. Okay, so the next one is John Allison, who is the author of Giant Days. I love Giant Days. It's the best comic coming out in the UK at the moment. So fun. It's about a friendship of 4 girls at university in their first year. I do love the illustration style in here. It's so cool. And he did illustrate some of his own first comics as well, which is cool. But I just think the dialogue between these 3 characters is just always really on the ball. It's always really fun. Trying to find a bit here because I think we've got the bit with the flu here. It's like we've got characters getting the flu, and one is like getting a seance to try and get over the flu, and it's like, seriously? It's like, who would think of that? But it is brilliant in so many ways. It's just such fun writing. And the girls are all slightly different. One's like nerdy, the other one's goth, and the other one's a complete feminist. But they all get along really well, and they all help each other at university. And it's just a great series, Giant Days. I do got an honorable mention because I had it sitting in front of me, so I might as well mention it as well. And this is Simone Leah's Fluffy. I love this book so much. I just happened upon it. And this is the cutest book you will ever read. It's about a guy that has a pet bunny. The baby bunny that is kind of like his son. The bunny believes that it's his dad, and it's just so wonderful. And it's just like the bunny acting like a child, and it's so great. And it's like he's holding the tractor book he got from the library. It's like, I'm driving my tractor. Look, vroom. Tractors have big black wheels. The wheels are black like your hair, Daddy. Will I have black hair like yours when I grow up, Daddy? And of course he doesn't know what to say because the rabbit doesn't realize he's adopted. Oh, it's so wonderful. Oh, it's so wonderful, this book. I love it. It's sad in places, but it's just such a nice little book. Also, the dad is like being stalked by this woman that really wants to date him, but he doesn't want to date her. And of course, the bunny goes and meets Grandpa and Grandma, and they love him as well. And it's just such a sweet little book. You should definitely check it out. It's a great one, really. Okay, so those are 4 of my favorite writers, more than 3 because I had to. 3 Holy Grails comics or illustrated novels. This is so hard because I really don't have like Holy Grails. I just pretty much buy anything I want, really. If I want a comic that badly, I'll pay for it. I've just recently got the first series. I think it's the first series, the most recent series before this Hellcat one. on digital comics on my iPhone. I would really, really love to have the trade of that, or the original comics. So that's probably one of my holy grails. I'd love to have some more Hellcat because I love it, and I'd love to get some of the original Patsy Walker comics, but I think that's going to be an impossible task for me because I don't know enough about it. I'd also like some more of the original She-Hulk comics as well. Really loving this, like the series before them, but they're quite expensive to buy. And if we're going for things I'd love to own Walking Dead issue 100, because who doesn't want to own issue 100 of The Walking Dead? I'd love it to be signed by Charlie Adler or Robert Kirkman. That'd be really cool. So those are probably my 3. Okay, comic genres I'm trying to break into. I've been reading like superhero ones, just mostly women superheroes for a while now. I'm trying to break in more into DC and Marvel. Trying to go for more of a history type thing. So I've recently purchased Civil War for Marvel because I want to get caught up in that. I have read some of Civil War 2, and I probably will buy that series when it comes out in trade. I can't be bothered at the moment because it's just too expensive. DC I found is really hard for me to connect with, but I have found some good stuff with The Flash and Flashpoint that I really like. I'm trying to read more of that series at the moment, so I'm bidding on actually right now. Hopefully I win it. I see Batman Flashpoint comic to kind of tie in with that. I just can't find anything in DC I really like. There's just no women characters I really, really like on DC. I love the TV show ones, but I can't get into any of the comic characters, and it sucks. Because I'm not a person that likes Harley Quinn, or Catwoman. I do like Poison Ivy, but that's pretty much the only one, really. There isn't much for me there. So I'm trying to break into some superhero comics and get some kind of history of Marvel and DC going in my head, because I don't actually understand it that well. I also want to read Invincible, the other Kirkman comic. It's coming to an end, and I thought this is probably a good time to actually start it if it's coming to an end. So I can read the whole thing now without having to worry about too much coming out. My 3 favorite genres of comics. I love memoirs. Absolutely love memoirs. I don't know what it is. I really like real life stories about people. I also really like slice of life comics. That's why I love Giant Days. That's a great one. I like things that are funny. I really do. Comics like this are super adventure. I love funny things. That's what I like most in comics, is when a comic can be funny and enjoyable to read. I don't like really gritty things. I've tried, but I can't get into them that well. So that's why I like superheroes with a little bit of funniness to it, like Squirrel Girl, like Hellcat, and like Howard the Duck. Those ones I really, really like because they're funny as well, and they're good comics to actually start out with in that genre. Do I have any additional hobbies other than collecting comics? Yep, I write my own books. I self-published one last year, trying to work on the next one, but doing a little bit of editing when I travel for work, so that's good. And that's one of the main things I do. I also run writing programs in November, and I'll be doing more about that when November comes around, and trying to do a video a day for that, which is going to be crazy and hard, but I'm going to try and do it anyway. So hopefully that will work out. But yeah, I love writing, I love collecting, I love movies as well. I've got a huge film collection. I just love film, all different genres. I do have some that I don't watch. I don't watch westerns, and I'm not that big on really gore-ridden horror. I can't do torture porn, as it's called. I can't do that at all. But everything else is pretty much I'm game for. As long as it's got a little bit of humor or some drama in it, I'm okay with it. So those are the questions you wanted answered, Rez. So hopefully that is enough to guarantee me an entry. Please subscribe to Rez's channel and mine as well, and check out my channel for more comic book reviews, and also hers as well. So we both do slightly different comic reviews, kind of trying to read some new things as well. So good places to look for new recommendations for things. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you later. Bye-bye. Hey guys, Mel here. I really want you to subscribe, want you to subscribe, want you to click that button below. Subscribe.